Okay, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We are driving over the West Gate on the way to work. And yes, I've already recorded this once, but there was so many things that have just come through that I'm like, wait, I forgot to say that. So we're going to re-record it just quickly because there's so many other things that I wanted to mention. But my brain is ticking this morning thinking about what's coming up for the Human Collective at the moment. And I know it's come up for myself in probably the last 3 months, I would say. And I'm also identifying it in friends, in family, and people that I work with. So I just want to have a quick chat about that. I have been kind of in a state of oh my god, my throat, of rebalancing my life for the last, I would say ongoing for the last 3 months, and really integrating into my life exactly what I feel. And more than just the feeling, it's like, well, yes, I've absorbed it into my field and it's sitting within my field, but it's not physically within my reality yet. So I'm currently in the process of really integrating a lot of thoughts and feelings and real deep desires into my reality, which is very exciting, but also daunting at the same time sometimes. But overall, it's exciting. The excitement definitely outweighs the fear, I'll tell you. So one thing that I'm noticing coming up for the wider collective at the moment is a real desire to look at themselves authentically and to be able to identify who they are at a core level. Down to, what do I like? What don't I like? Do I like that? I'm not sure. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But it's really about asking yourself in a broader sense, asking yourself what resonates in the body and what doesn't. And what I'm seeing a lot of at the moment is people are up and leaving jobs. They are ending relationships. They're ending friendships. They're not resonating with the constructs that they've created for themselves in daily life, right? And it shows up for people in different ways, like I just said. But all in all, it's a collective effort to really understand ourselves. Because as we move into year of 1, right? We've just moved into year of 10 technically, but you know what I mean. Into a year of 1, it's about new beginnings, but we also start a new 9-year cycle, right? So with that, and side by side with the human evolution, you find the energy fields of humans wanting to relay the foundations for the rest of their lives. And it's causing more questions to be asked so that the foundations can be made right for the next 9-year cycle. And I'll give you an example of mine. I recently had a trip to Bali, as you know. I've just been in Bali for the last 3 weeks, and I had so many aha moments where I identified that my capacity and ability within this life extends well beyond what I can do for others. But internally, what I really desire is to give that to myself. And so that's showing up in different ways for me. But all in all, the desire to understand ourselves is really, really prominent right now. And you might watch this and be like, oh, it's not coming up for me. But let me tell you what will. Because regardless of whether it's coming up for you now or not, or whether you have clarity to it or not, to be honest, it will come up for you. Because as we move through evolution in human consciousness, everyone will experience it. Whether you're experiencing it today or whether you're experiencing it in 3 months. For example, I know I've experienced it for the last 3 months, and I know some people that are only stepping into it now. And I guess that's just... and I also know people that have stepped into it 3 months ago too, and 2 months ago, and 1 month ago, and all the rest. But as we develop as humans and our consciousness expands, the time for these things to come up is chef's kiss, because it is specific to our own consciousness levels and where we are as humans. So we will experience it all in divine timing. And I can promise you that it will come up for you. It's just if you'll be able to identify it when it does. Anyway, those are my thoughts this morning. 2026 is going to be it's going to be an intense year, but I think it's going to be a really good year for setting the scene for what's to come long term. So if you're having thoughts about it and you're like, fuck, is this actually coming up for me? It is. But also would love to have a chat. So, you know. But enjoy the ride. Make the most of it, because what you do now impacts the next 9 years. Don't take that lightly. Sorry, that was probably a bit abrupt, but it does, if I'm frank. So, have a great day. And I'll do another video in the next few weeks to unpack the bigger picture of my story, because it's really a pivotal point in my life that changed a lot, and that really led me to where I am right now. So we'll be back in time, and I can't wait to share. Okay, bye.